I started with that traditional rule of staying home. I got bored, like a lot of moms do.
Fresh produce is so hard to come by nowadays, so we decided to make the evolution to growing our own produce.
We started to do an old-time waltz, and then they do what they call a foxtrot.
All of you, where are you from? Where are you from?
Fraser Focus, a fresh perspective beyond the bridge.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Fraser Focus, local places and local faces. I'm Dean Atwell.
And I'm Leah Bolton. In this show we do a bunch of celebrating. We celebrate new Canadian citizens and we celebrate the living farm well technology that was installed in Cloverdale at the food bank. It's creating all this new fresh produce.
We also recognize our local Zoomers. That's baby boomers with zip. We meet up with a group that is keeping fiddle music alive and well. And also we hit the water with an all-women's dragon boating team.
To start off the show though, we do a shout out to all moms out there. Happy Mother's Day.
What does your mom mean to you?
My mom means everything to me, man.
How so?
She raised you, you know what I mean? She brought you up, right? Your mom's everything to you, man. If you don't respect your mom, you know, you're doing something wrong, right?
Okay, go ahead. Good job.
It's just a totally different world when you have kids. You've got to multitasking as a mom.
Oh yeah, and if you have more than two, you're completely outnumbered.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how you other moms do it with more than two.
No, they're amazing, and that's why we're celebrating.
Exactly.
Today, right?
You do a pony?
No.
It's a little messy.
No.
I did work full time, and I never in a million years planned on being a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
And after I had my second daughter, completely changed me, like entirely. And I just couldn't fathom the idea of going back and leaving them.
Yeah.
Not that I think there's anything wrong with daycare at all. And it was great the first couple months, and then I just started feeling like I was losing my mind, like a lot of moms do, and started blogging. There you go. Molly, what are you gonna have? I started with that traditional rule of staying home, and then
you got bored.
I got bored, like a lot of moms do. And I'm lucky that I have a very supportive, encouraging husband who's been cool with me going to these really neat parties and events.
Yeah.
And he helps pick up the slack and jumps in when I need him to. And he's my date for a lot of really cool events, and we get to go on neat trips together as a family. What happens when Mommy drinks this?
Especially when you go out of the house, out of the country, you really feel, you know, and you miss her sometimes when I'm alone at home. I mean, sometimes I cry, of course. And you know, especially in that time when I feel so lonely, I call her. And she makes me so energetic through the phone even.
Say bye, Tucky. This is a crazy week this week. We have something every single day, and it's just running from point A to point B. And once I drop them off, I have about a good 4 to 5 hour chunk to get as much work done as possible. Try to cram in an 8-hour work day.
But you still manage to do it for the most part, right?
Oh yeah.
What's going on back here, guys?
Taking pictures.
Yeah, I'm actually training her. She's been taking my photos when we go out.
Really?
Yeah.
She's
it's a family
blogger?
affair. Yeah, she's my little valley girl.
Oh, what do you normally wear?
Normally, I wear my trusty yoga pants and a hoodie.
I think that what really happened is she just got ready for us.
Totally did. Don't tell anyone.
But I need to see a picture now.
Okay, you ready? I will show you. I have a writing degree or journalism degree. I thought it's a way just to keep writing. Okay. And I sold my first ad within 2 weeks.
Who's this?
Those are my kids.
Cute.
Morley and Chase.
Aww.
I have a brother named Chase.
Do you? Yeah. Everybody has a brother named Chase.
Really?
All full of mothers here, by the way.
Yeah.
I think we've only got 3 gentlemen that are on our staff here.
Yeah. We're thinking about doing a day in the life feature. Maybe doing like a retro mom piece, a day in the life of a 50s housewife.
So how many kids do you have?
I have 3. I have twin girls.
Whoa.
That are 23 years old. So I did survive twins, and I have a boy that's 15.
Okay, let's go.
She'd probably like to hear from you a little bit more.
Don't remind me so much. I'm going to miss her again.
I really want to know, what did you get your mom for Mother's Day?
Pampered her, and we went for high tea.
Pampered her. Did you take her to the spa?
No spa this time.
Ah.
High tea though.
Next time. Stay with us here on Fraser Focus. There's going to be some fresh produce solutions with the food bank.
We'll be right back.
The harvest is going to be every 6 to 8 weeks, and hopefully we can give them fresh lettuce, Swiss chard, kale.
You guys bagging all that? We are. How many do we have so far?
15, we're going 20. For 60 bags, so let's see.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fraser Focus, local faces and local places. Right now I'm here in Cloverdale. I am by the vertical farming wall that's being installed for healthier options. That's looking good.
So it's Food Bank 2.0, we like to call it. It's a living farm wall here at our Cloverdale location, and the goal is to provide fresh produce to our clients every Food Bank day, which is every 2 weeks.
Do you want a bag of lettuce?
Yes, please.
So the harvest is going to be every 6 to 8 weeks, and hopefully we can give them fresh lettuce, Swiss chard, kale. The fresh produce is so hard to come by nowadays, so we decided to make the evolution to growing our own produce.
Yeah, there's kale, Swiss chard, and
2 growing walls, 16 towers of plants. And we're doing an indoor application now, so we're using LED lights. So the lights just shine all the light onto the plants, and that's what fuels the growth.
It's hard to distribute stuff like this because it goes bad so easily. So now they have a system.
Yeah, and it's really difficult for people to purchase it too, because like if they buy some lettuce and it goes bad within a few days, then they're like, oh well, I just wasted $5 when I could have bought something else that will last a couple weeks, but it won't have as much nutrients in it.
The thing is, like with the people that have low incomes, so the only time we really get our vegetables is either canned or frozen, so it's nice to have fresh stuff. Sometimes a lot of the fruit that we get is rotten too, or whatever, expires really quick. So when I suffer from lupus and I suffer from a lot of health problems, so like I pay, a lot of money goes towards different things, so this really helps out.
Would you like some lettuce?
Yes, please.
There you go.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
So it's like a garden, so make sure you wash it before you use it.
Thank you. I went to Superstore the other day, and just to get a thing of lettuce was over $3, so it helps out.
So for us, we have a lot of the root vegetables. So we give a lot of carrots, potatoes, onions, turnips, those kind of things. But it's very difficult for the leafy greens. So we decided, you know what, this is our clients need to have nutritious food. So the goal is that each client, each family will have a salad kit when they go. So we provide them with the fresh salad, with extra vegetables, and then kind of like a dressing. So every time they come, they can have a healthy salad to add to their meals.
There you are, sir.
Alexis, what do you think about the new farming wall?
I love it. I think it's a great idea, and it's also wonderful for our students in our school because it really shows them how we can give back to the community by growing our own produce and sharing it with the people that need it, with our clients. And sometimes when we get bagged lettuces and stuff, they have dates on them. You know, everything has a shelf date. Whereas this, I mean, they're harvesting it right now, so they're going to get it fresh right now and can use it right away. And how much, I mean, doesn't everybody want to have that?
This is lettuce seedlings, so this is how they start out.
Where did the vertical farming wall come from?
The concept came from university when I was studying the food system. I just kind of recognized that we need to be growing more leafy greens on a local scale, just because there's so many challenges with refrigeration and transportation.
I'm really happy with this.
This is awesome. So they should keep doing this and bring it.
Totally.
And this is the normal location you come to?
Yeah, I just moved in this neighborhood, so I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Oh, good timing.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this.
It's not too expensive. It costs about $6,000 for this setup, and it's going to produce about $6,000 worth of food each year, if not more.
The living farm walls are expected to feed up to 80 families every 2 weeks. Look at all of this fresh lettuce. We'll be right back here on Fraser Focus in a moment if I don't eat it all.
Do you think I could learn a couple of steps?
Yes, you could. You want to try?
I do want to try, actually. Welcome back to Fraser Focus. A volunteer-led group of musicians recently changed locations here in Surrey to accommodate dancers who have a love of fiddle music.
We start with, they do an old-time waltz, and then they do what they call a foxtrot.
Okay guys, turn around. That's when the girl behind you.
Most of them are done in a circle, the whole group of people. So they all are dancing, together holding hands sort of thing, and then there's changing in between of hands and going different directions.
It's lively and it's good exercise. You can't get it any better than this.
Do you think I could learn a couple of steps?
Yes, you could. You want to try?
I do want to try, actually. Do you think you'd teach me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I am spinning you around. I didn't think I could spin you around. So everybody comes out here to have a good time.
Right.
Really, that's what it's about.
Originally, it all came from the people that immigrated from Scotland and Ireland and different European countries. So you have a mix of all different styles of playing, and then this style here is basically, like a Canadian style without any Celtic style beat with it. But it's still enjoyed by all the people, eh?
What is it you love about fiddle music dancing?
Just good exercise.
Good dancing, good exercise.
Yes.
Good exercise.
Yeah, and good company.
Yeah. A lot of the music was picked up by people on the farms where they had no entertainment, and they managed to find a violin or guitar, and that's what gave them their pleasure when they were having a visit.
1892 it says inside there, right in there.
Yeah, but it was, the thing is, it came here from there, and it was made. I think it was a guy. It wasn't a factory.
From where did it come?
Boone County, Iowa. It's not a factory-made thing. A guy made this himself, and he made quite a few. That's all I could find out. Somebody had it that says repaired by the Vancouver Violin Hospital, way in there. And then one day I just went into this music store, and the guy said, "Oh, take it home and try it." I knew before I got halfway home, I was going to buy it.
I've been involved in music since I was a young boy, and I like old-time style fiddling. I used to play violin quite a bit, and unfortunately, because I have a frozen shoulder, I can't use the bow anymore, so I switched to mandolin now. And I just love that type of music, and it gets in your blood, eh?
And together and under.
And also, my son took up the violin when he was, 8 years old, and he got to really enjoy it after he started playing in fiddle contests, and then there was always an incentive for him to win some money.
Well, these seniors certainly seem to have a spring in their step. You're watching Fraser Focus. More local stories when we come back.
It's a great sport. We're friends on the boat, off the boat.
Hey guys, welcome back to Fraser Focus, local faces and local places. Right now I'm here in Surrey. I'm heading to City Hall to meet up with 60 people who are becoming Canadian citizens today.
The moment I landed to this beautiful part of the world, when I presented my documents at the customs, they said, "Welcome to Canada."
Nice, I like it. Yeah, and people were friendly, right?
Yeah, very friendly.
You're from the Ukraine?
Yep.
Ukraine, Russia,
Yeah.
Brazil. Wow, I like it.
Many new citizens will say their citizenship day is like a graduation or a wedding day, and more than just a standard citizenship ceremony, this gives them the opportunity to make it very memorable and to share a little bit of themselves as well.
And that I will faithfully observe the laws of Canada and fulfill my duties as a Canadian citizen.
You can give back, you can contribute to the society more in whichever way you find yourself.
You have more of a voice, right?
Yeah.
I'm here now.
Are you excited to be here?
Yes, I do.
Canada is very different than Russia.
Yes, it's very different. It's amazing how many cultures, history, and educational things, and everybody different. So it's all combined in one hand, 5 fingers in one hand. And it's great. I'm so proud to be Canadian.
59 people from 33 countries, we're going to solve all the problems in the world.
The world today is chaotic, and people are angry. But in Canada, people are peaceful and loving, and people are very gentle and kind in Canada. So I like it here.
All right, so she's first, then when are you guys?
I think my dad is probably next, and then it'll be myself and then my husband after that.
Perfect. Next year?
Yes, next year.
All right.
I'll be back.
Okay. Oh, we're always growing here.
We're growing. We're taking in close to 1,000 people a month. And so many of the people here today have been here for a while. Some of them have been here for 5 years, but then most of them have been here 7, 10, 12 years.
How long have you been here in Canada?
I've been here for 12 years.
12 years?
Yeah, came in 2004.
And you're finally
I'm a Canadian.
Finally going, well, we have a president. I don't know if, and I'm just kidding.
No, I've been here before that.
Now, you were all born in 33 different countries, and I asked some of you as you came by where you were born. But now, all of you, where are you from? Canada! Where are you from? Canada!
Such a beautiful country. Who wouldn't want to be a citizen of Canada? Stay with us here on Fraser Focus. I've left Surrey. I'm over here in Langley now, where Dean Atwell meets the Sun Dragons.
It's a great sport. We're friends on the boat, off the boat, and it's a great workout as well.
Boat number 1, not too far behind, the Port Langley Sun Dragons, representing Port Langley.
Sun Dragons do 5 to 6 regattas per summer. So our season starts in April and ends in the end of September, but we practice year-round.
There's 3 songs, so the first one is just to sort of get you limber and warm up the joints, and then the second one is an upper body, and the last one is sort of the lower hip and leg movement. And then we line up, and then we head down to the boat.
Move to the outside, ladies. Come on, sit right at the outside.
Well, my primary, I steer the boat, but the primary function is to the safety of the crew. If we go to a regatta, my job is to stay in our lane.
Hold the dock. Push off.
So those ballet lessons pay off. Very strong shoulders I'm feeling right here.
I don't
want to have any excuses from you, Dean. Just go to the side you think you're best at.
Well, people think it's an arm sport and you have to just have strong arms, but it's a total body workout. So it's a great sport for total fitness.
5 and up! 2, 3, 4, 5 and up! 2, 3, 4, 5!
I've been dragon boating for about 11 years, and I started here as a recreation person after I'd had a heart attack at the age of 48. So I got into it for physical fitness and stuff, and then I worked my way through the club, and then a competitive team started up. They were going to go to Hong Kong if they made it to nationals. I joined that team. I became the captain, and I've been in 2 nationals and 2 worlds, and been to Hong Kong and to Italy.
Officially, this is my 3rd season, but I had to take most of my 2nd season off for a shoulder injury.
It's a strenuous sport.
It is a strenuous sport.
But you guys were stretching there, so
yeah.
No more injuries?
No, we have a new technique, so it's saving my shoulder.
15 strokes only, front half only.
There's teams here that are 1 night a week. Great, and they come, they paddle, and then they go to a place and have dinner. And then there's 2 nights a week recreational, and then you can be competitive. So it offers you whatever you want to be and how you want to advance.
4, 5, and up! 2, 3, 4, 5! We see a little bit
I love this team. We do great teamwork.
What if they weren't sitting right next to you right now? Would you say the same thing?
Yes. Yes, that's why I've been with this team for 10 years. I love them.
10 years?
Yes.
When were the Sun Dragons founded?
10 years ago.
Wow, so you're an original.
I am.
This is what coaches do out here. Alice, you ready?
2, 3, 4, 5, and up! 2, 3, 4, 5!
There's mixed teams, there's women's teams, there's youth teams. We're the best women's team, of course.
The best women's team. Of course you're the best women's team.
Well, we're social, and it's just such a great group of women.
Come on, T-Net!
So if you had to rate me out of 10 for a first-timer, Coach, what would you say?
I would say that I'd be happy to work with you. I don't think you take very long to pick up this sport.
A water sports is definitely an all-body workout. I had a hard time keeping up with that crew, Leah.
I definitely would have been left behind. And that's it for this week's episode of Fraser Focus, bringing you stories from beyond the bridge.
If you have a story that you'd like us to share, please feel free to contact us. I'm Dean Atwell.
And I'm Leah Bolton. See you next week.